So he has been describing the universal form, and whatever he is saying, especially he has seen the entire army, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, they are all getting destroyed. He could see that the whole like Duryodhan's army, that battalion is getting destroyed. And not just that, he's seeing that his side army also, the great warriors on his side also, they were also getting, into that mouth of Dramstra Karalani, the terrible, between that terrible tree, and they were getting smashed and all that. So after seeing this ghastly scenario, um, he's whatever he's saying. So he's kind of he's describing whatever he has described, and he's going to ask two very important questions to that universal form of Krishna. And okay, let's see that wonderful aspect now. लेलीयसे ग्रसमानः समन्तात् लोकान् समग्रान् वदनैर्जलद्भिः तेजोभिरापूर्य जगत् समग्रं भासस्तवोग्राः पतित प्रतपन्ति विष्णु. Yes, Sujata Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people from all sides with your flaming mouths, covering all the universe with your effulgence. You are manifest with terrible, scorching rays. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, after seeing this, so what Arjuna is calling out is saying, "Hey Vishnu, oh all-pervading Lord, Leli se grasamanas samantat lokan samagran vadanair jaladbihi." I can see you, Leli yase, you are licking, Leli yase, you are licking. What? Are grasamanaha, you are devouring, eating. So you are licking, you are eating. Lokan samagran, you are eating all, you are devouring all people. You are leli say licking, and you are grasamana, you are eating. Lokan samagran, everyone. So we might have a question like, Arjuna, is there anyone who has escaped from any direction, or everybody has been eaten up? We can get this kind of question that who is left? Samantat, in all directions. So there is no question that anybody has escaped from that battlefield of Kurukshetra. So from all directions, everybody is going into that. And how is Lord doing that? Arjuna is saying, Vadanair Jaladvihi, means blazing mouth. That jwala is there, lot of jwala is there, lot of blazing mouth. So you can imagine the ghastly form that Arjuna is seeing. So difficult to see. So the universal form is not just eating some personalities. It is not only smashing the heads in between the teeth, it is also licking. So you can imagine, Leli Yese. तेजोभिरापूर्य जगत् समग्रं भासस्तवोग्राः प्रतपन्ति विष्णु. So by your tejo apurya. So apurya tej, so much of effulgence. You are covering jagat samagram, the whole jagat, the whole universe you are covering. Not only that, oh Vishnu, bhasastava, your rays, that whole bhasa, that rays that you are showing, that they are ugra, and pratapanti, they are scorching also. Hey Vishnu, oh Lord Vishnu, it is not only so difficult that your universal form, but the rays that are emanating, that effulgence that is emanating, the ugraha, with a lot of ugraha, so much of, it's so terrible, and it's so scorching. So this is what basically Arjun is saying, oh Krishna, no one can actually escape the universal form. So he could see all his enemies being wiped out in this imminent battle, and he is completely filled with fear. He just doesn't know what to do, where to look to. He is completely horrified. He is terrified. He is in complete terror. In fact, you can see that from shloka number 26 till this shloka, in all these five shlokas, Arjuna has very clearly described what he is seeing, and what he can imagine what is going to happen in future, because he's seeing everybody going into the mouth. So he knows what is going to happen. So he's completely terrified on seeing that whole drishya. So he's petrified, and by petrifying this, the whole spectacle of this universal form, Arjuna is putting up requests before Lord Krishna. So these he has seen these horrifying features of the universal form. He's actually going to ask a question, not ask a question, ask two questions, in fact. So let's see that. आख्याहि मे को भवानुग्ररूपो नमोऽस्तुते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञातुमिच्छामि भवन्तमाद्यं न हि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम्. Yes, Shilpa.
Hare Krishna Mataji. O Lord of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primal God. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Arjuna has seen the horrifying form of the Lord. He is in very much terror and fear. And after seeing that, he has two questions to ask the Lord. He says, Hey Deva, Hey Devavara, O great one, you are the greatest one among all, everyone. O Ugra Rupa, O fierce form, please tell me, Akhyahi me ka bhava. Please tell me, please explain to me. You are, Namastute. I'm pleading, I am paying obeisances to you. Oh Lord, Prasida, Prasida, please be gracious to me. We keep saying Prasida, Prasida means have mercy upon me. Please be graceful. Please be gracious to me. Bhavan Adyam. Bhavantam Adyam means you are the Adya means original. So you are the original form. You are everything. Vijñatum ichhami. Vijñatum means I want to know. What do you want to know? Ichhami. I wish to know. To Vijñatum means whenever you want, you have some jigyasa to know, curious to know. So Vijñatum ichhasi. I wish to know. What does he wish to know? Nahi prajanami tava pravrittim. Oh Lord, I do not know your pravrittim, your mission. I do not know. So, what has he asked you? Asked first, oh Lord, I do not know what your mission is. Once he said, right? And second, he said, who are you? Akhyami de ka bhavan. Ka bhavan means who are you? So, Akhyami me ko ka bhavan, your Ugra Rupa. Oh, Devavara, please tell me, ka bhavan, who are you? And next that he is asking Vijñatu Ichhami Prajanami Tava Pravrittim. Pravrittim means what is your mission? Why did you come? What is your aim behind whatever you are doing? So basically he's saying who are you and what is your mission? These are the two questions. So we can imagine Arjuna knows who he is, right? He only asked, right? Krishna, please show me your universal form. So how will he not know? So he said, I want to know how you enter into each and every atom, like beginning of 11th chapter, maybe around third, fourth shloka, he had said that. And he also told me, please show me, okay, please show me Krishna. And there we go. Krishna shows the universal form. And once Krishna showed the universal form, he showed all thousands and thousands, Sahasra Shiresha Purusha, Sahasraksha Sahasrapa. So he showed thousands of heads, thousands of arms, thousands of bellies, thousands of legs, and all that an Arjuna has desired, right? He had desired to show, Krishna showed. And now Arjuna is very much confused. He is completely in perplexed state, very, very surprised, filled with wonder, Adbhuta Rasa. And then, of course, Bhaya Rasa is also there. And he's asking, completely with Bhaya Rasa or filled with fear. He's saying, who are you? And now when he's asking, what is your mission? It's almost like, why did you appear in front of me? So what do you want to accomplish by coming? And so it's quite strange that he only asked. So he only requested, and then when Krishna exhibited it, after seeing that and after witnessing the universal form, he is agitated now. He is really in a fearful state, and he is not able to believe. It is unbelievable cosmic spectacle that he is seeing in front of him. So he now very much wants to know the heart of God's nature. What is his purpose? That's the reason he has been asking this question: who are you and what is your purpose? So these are the two questions. Now, Lord Krishna, the universal form, is going to speak. But till now, Arjuna was describing about the universal form, right? And now the universal form of the Lord is going to speak. And now the words are going to become more and more intense. And it's going to be very much relevant to our day-to-day life also, because our Bhagwan is going to speak. So Lord Krishna in his universal form is going to speak. Let's see what Lord has to say. But before that, let's see the points of this sloka. So Arjun in great fear asks two questions. Arjuna's question is, who are you and what is your mission? Why Arjuna asked these questions? Because he knew as his friend and supreme personality of Godhead, but he was very much perturbed and puzzled, by the exhibition, the universal form that he saw or he witnessed. So let's go to section C, where the blessed Lord speaks from 32 to 34, where he says, Kalosmi lokakshekrit, time I am become my instrument. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Kalosmi lokakshekrit pravrittha, lokan samahartum iha pravrittah, ritepi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve, yeva sthitav pratyanikeshu yodha. Yes, please, Akash Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The blessed Lord said, time I am the destroyer of the worlds, and I have come to engage all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he is in complete wonder and fear, and he can see the visible, the universal form is visible to him, and he has seen different details. He spoke about it. He saw universal form, Leli, he say, Grasamana, is licking and eating and smashing everyone, whether it's irrespective of whether it's Duryodhan's army or his side warriors. So he asked two questions: who are you? What is your mission? And on hearing these two questions, the universal form of Krishna is going to answer. So he answers in like continuously 3 verses. He will tell who are you and what is his mission. These are the two questions. But Lord Krishna, the universal form of Lord Krishna, is going to answer these in 3 verses. So she says, Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. So the supreme personality of Godhead, he said. So he's giving answers to the two questions that Arjuna asked, right? He said, Kala Asmi, I am time. And then he describes the time. So what is he saying? Lokakshekrit pravriddha. The great pravriddha means destroyer. So this, I am the time. And what is time? Destroyer. Kshayakrit of the whole world. Pravriddha is great, and the Kshaya means to destroy. So he is going to destroy. Time I am, Pravriddha, the great time I am, and I'm going to Kshaya, that is, I'm going to destroy. The time he is going to destroy. And he is going to tell what is his mission. So he says, Lokan samahartum iha pravrittaha. So Lokan samahartum iha pravrittaha. So why is the universal form, this universal form manifesting? Why is he coming here? He says, I have come here to Lokan samahartum, destroy the whole Loka, the world. Suppose Arjun has this question, are you going to destroy everyone? Me also? So he says very quickly, he says, Rite pitva bhavishyanti sarve, except for bhavishyanti sarve, tvam. He's saying, so he says, Rite pitvam, I'm going to kill everyone, but tvam, you all Pandavas, except you all Pandavas. Na bhavishyanti sarve, right? So, but all who? Who will all be there? Ye avistata prati anikeshu yodha. Both the yodhas, both side yodhas, anikeshu, both side yodhas situated on opposite sides means both sides. Yodha is the soldiers will be destroyed. So everyone is going to be destroyed except you. Tvam. Tvam means except you. So all, pratyanikeshu yodha, everybody will be destroyed. So Arjun is quite puzzled by this. He's saying so many, points you're telling. He's saying, but what is the mission of this devastating force? So Srila Prabhupada states in his purport that, Krishna comes in that form, Kala form, all devouring form. And Lord is kind of indicating to us that, indicating to Arjuna that except for you Pandavas, nobody is going to be alive in that battlefield. Everybody is going to be devoured by him. And initially, if we remember chapter 1, Arjuna was not in favor of the war. He was not in the favor to fight. And he thought it is, better to not to fight. I will go to the forest, I will take sannyas and I will just be there. I don't want to be in this, jhanjat. So there would be no frustration only. So for in that reply that question also, Lord is saying that even Arjuna, even if you don't fight also, everyone is going to be destroyed. That is his grand plan. So if Arjuna stopped fighting, they would have died in any other way. They would have died. Adharma will never be there. He will never tolerate. Lord never tolerates adharma. So they would die, and some other strategy Lord Krishna will come up with. But they were. Even if Arjuna would have used this and no, 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 I don't want to fight. Death cannot be checked, even if he did not fight. So, in fact, they were already dead according to Krishna. So, because he says, Kala Asmi, time, I am the, Lokakshay, I'm the one who is going to destroy everything. If everything will be vanquished by Supreme Lord's desire, that's the law of nature. That's it. So, Krishna is revealing his all powerful time. He says, I am all powerful time. And there was a scientist, American scientist, American physicist, Robert J. Oppenheimer, yes. So he was American physicist, and he was in that project, where they were making that first atomic bomb. That project was there, and they were successful in that. And what they did was they threw atom bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And there was a movie also that came out. I haven't seen, but I have heard about it. That in that movie also he quoted this verse of Lord Krishna, that time I am the destroyer of all the worlds. He was Oppenheimer, of course, when Hiroshima was bombed, he didn't say much, but when Nagasaki was destroyed, that was unnecessary. He even went to the president and he said, I'm not very happy about the second thing. And the president didn't care much about him. He didn't even bother to answer him, and he just went away, the then president. And he was very sad, actually. He regretted making that. But in that movie, apparently they quoted Lord Krishna, time I am the destroyer of all the worlds, when they bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So, time I am, Kalo Asmi, he says, Lord Krishna. So it will determine that even the great personalities like Bhishma, Dronacharya, Karna, all will meet their end. All the army, the whole battlefield, whoever was there on the battlefield, everybody is going to die except Arjuna and his brothers. So, because that's what Lord wants it. He wants to happen as part of his grand scheme. That's it. So the question comes, if warriors are as good as dead, then Arjun is asking that question. Suppose Arjun asks, why should I fight? What am I doing over here with you? So is what Arjuna is thinking. Lord Krishna explains that in the next verse. But let's see the flowchart of this shloka. Krishna answers Arjuna's question. Time I am, Kala Rupa, mission to destroy everything, all the people except Pandavas. And he indicates that even if Arjuna would not have fought, they would have died anyway. And all Brahmana, Kshatriya, everyone else would have been devoured like a meal by Supreme Lord. Okay, let's move on. Tasmat uttishta yasho labhasva chitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samriddham mayaivaite niyatah purvameva nimittamatram bhava savyasachin. Hare Krishna. Yes, Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight and win glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Sabyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Arjuna had asked 2 questions. Who are you? What is your mission? We saw in the previous shloka, Lord himself said, Kalosmi lokakshay krit pravriddho. Lokan samaharto iha pravrittaha. So I am time, I am the great destroyer. And then he's talking about the mission. I have come here to destroy everything, all the people except Tvam, Pandavas. So Arjun is like, okay, so you have come here, you have already done everything, you have done all the job. So what is my job? What am I supposed to do? And Krishna is saying, Tasmat, therefore, Tvam Uttishta, you get up. Okay, get up and do what? Yashah labhasva, gain the fame. Gain, how will he gain the fame? By fighting. And then jitva shatrun, jito, shatru ko jito, after conquering, win those enemies. And after conquering the enemies, what? Bhungshva rajyam samritham, enjoy the flourishing kingdom, that rajya of yours. Maya eva ete nihitav purvam eva, by me, all these are already killed. By purva only, previous arrangement. Okay. So what is that Arjun supposed to do? Savyasachin. Oh Savyasachi, nimitta matram bhava. Just become the instrument. Just become my instrument. Nimitta matram means just the instrument. So beautiful shloka, this one, and it is a very wonderful shloka for our day-to-day life also. Yeah? Krishna is saying, get up, get up. So we now know one thing. We can understand that Arjun is still sitting. That's why he is sitting in the battle, on the battlefield, on the chariot, and he's watching the movie of the universal form. So Krishna says, get up, uttishta, and do what? Fight. I have already killed everyone, but then you become my instrument. That's it. Nimitta matram. So, we can all meditate on this shloka also. The first thing is saying glory. What kind of glory? What kind of fame? Yasho labhasva. What sort of fame will he get? Everyone knows Bhishma, right? Bhishma was that personality who was unconquerable. Unconquerable even by Devatas also. But if here Arjun is going to kill Bhishma, you imagine Arjun's fame, Arjun's yash will be everywhere because Bhishma was killed by Arjuna. Oh, wow, that great personality. Who killed Bhishma? And they will talk about Arjuna like that. So in this way, Krishna is saying, get up, fight, fight. And your fame will be there. Yashola Bhasva. And here one nice thing, that is mentioned, Lord is saying by previous arrangement, Purvameva, previous arrangement, all of them are dead now. So what was the previous arrangement? Actually, the time in the assembly when that Duryodhan's brother, Dushasan, he tried throwing Draupadi, and when he tried to disrobe her in front of the entire court. And at that time, when Bhishma, great people who were sitting in that assembly, they were just sitting mum. They were sitting like dumb people. And they were not saying anything against this horrible and cruel act that Dushasan was doing, that was happening in the assembly in the consent of the kings and these great Maharajas. At that time itself, killed all of them. Krishna had decided, okay, their kala has come. So finish. So he says, Savyasachin. Savyasachin is ambidextrous, means he can use both the hands. He was able to shoot in an expert way in the battlefield. So Krishna is addressing to Arjuna, saying that, as you are an expert warrior, you are so good. So go ahead, get up and fight. Okay, so what am I supposed to do, Krishna? Krishna is telling Arjuna, Savyasachin, use your skills. You are such a skillful warrior. Just follow my instructions. Don't have to worry about what is going to happen. Become instrument in my hand. That's it. That's what Krishna is telling here. So it's very nice to understand what we mean by instrument, right? So for example, let's say we have a pen over here. Okay. So if we have a pen over here, and suppose someone is asking, who wrote that nice article? It was such a nice article. And then we name the person, say, okay, XYZ wrote the article. But then the glory here, which Krishna is talking about, is you become my instrument, you become my pen. You just become my pen and you will become famous. So the thing is, Krishna is giving all the credit to the pen here, even though he has only written the article. Krishna wrote the article. So the credit should go to Krishna, but no, he is giving that credit to the pen. Then he's making Arjuna the pen, the instrument. So he's saying, you become my pen here, even though he wrote the article. So then Krishna is giving all the glory to Arjuna, saying, no, 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 I didn't do it, pen did it. And so here Krishna works, he does everything, and then he gives the credit or the glory or the fame to his devotee. So Krishna has already decided, okay, these unrighteous, adharmi people, they will be dead. They have to be annihilated, finished. And victory has to be towards dharma, righteous. So this is the outcome of the battle. Krishna has already decided. It is in his grand scheme of plan, big plan. So his grand scheme for the welfare of the world, that will it cannot be averted by any means, come what may. So he now informs Arjuna, see, I wish you to be nimitta matram, just instrument of my work. God does see God. Does God need any human help? No, he doesn't need any human for his work. But we humans, we can attain lot of eternal welfare by being, in his plan or fulfilling God's wish. So moral of the whole this shloka is that opportunities that have ever comes our way to accomplish something for the pleasure of Lord, that should be just taken up. Because if we take up those opportunities, we are attracting Lord's grace also, Lord's special grace, and then we may achieve our, permanent position as the servant of the Lord. So that's the moral of that's the lesson we get from this, that we also should become instruments in the hand of Krishna and accept everything, whatever comes our way. So after giving this very, very wonderful instruction, Krishna is explicitly, kind of describing who all in that battlefield of Kurukshetra are going to be killed. Just to tell Arjuna, yeah, they're already killed. You don't have to worry. You don't think about what is going to happen, and just become my instrument and fight. Let's see that before this, the flowchart of this. So what happens? Arjuna's motivation, fulfill Lord's desire, right? And Lord's plan is very specific in this material world. He knows what his plan is. And then what is the sign of intelligence? To recognize that the whole world is moving under the plan of the Lord. And then fool's mentality is they think, oh, because of some chemical reaction, this whole world must have come up and all that. Scientists also think, oh, perhaps this, perhaps that. But Lord says, Nimitta Bhatram, become my instrument, that's it. And Savyasachi, he says, to Arjun. He is addressing Arjun as Savyasachi because he is very skillful and he can use both his hands to shoot the arrows. Let's move on to next shloka. Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayadratam cha karnam tathanya apiyodaviran maya hatastvam jayima vyatishtha yasvajeta sirane sapatnan. Hare Krishna. Yes, Pravina Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, and the other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight, and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So we are seeing very important instruction, important message from Supreme Personality of Godhead to Arjuna and of course all of us. Krishna, he gave his identity in the universal form and he says that, oh, all will be destroyed. And he says, why do you think I am here? I am here to kill everyone. Lokakshay. So what is Arjuna supposed to do? He says, oh, you are supposed to just get up, Nimit, become my instrument, Nimit Matram, fight and, just do whatever I'm trying to tell you. And we saw in previous shloka also that the goal of life for Arjuna, or for that matter for us also, is to work in accordance to the desire of Lord. And it was the desire of Lord Krishna that Arjuna should fight. And for us, Lord Krishna's desire is that we should be able to break the cycle of birth and death. That's the desire he has for us, so that we can go back home, back to Godhead. And his desire for Arjuna was to become an instrument and get up and fight. So now that Lord's desire for us is to break the cycle of birth and death, so we have to follow Lord's desire. We should practice intensely our whatever sadhana we are doing every day. And now, of course, Lord is making some very important statements. As Arjuna in that first chapter, he had some doubts. So Lord is clearing that in this chapter, especially in this shloka. So what he says is he's naming some people. So what he says, Dronam cha, Drona, Bhishmam cha, and Bhishma, Jayadratham cha, also Jayadratha, Karnam, so Karna also, Tathanya Anya Api Yodha. So all Tatha Anya Api Yodha Viran. So all other great warriors. Yodha means warriors, great warriors, Viran. So what has happened? Maya Hatan. Lord says, they are already killed by me. Maya means me. Hatan, killed. So what is Arjuna supposed to do? Tvam Jahi. You destroy, Arjuna. Ma Vyatishta. Do not be disturbed. Ma Vyatishta. Don't be. Don't be. Just your Tishtha is stable, right? Vyatishta. Don't be disturbed. Yudhyasva. Just fight. And then Jetasi Rane Sapatna. You will conquer this Ran. Ranabhumi means the battlefield. Jetasi. Jetasi means you will win, in the fight against enemies. So Krishna here is giving credit to Arjuna only in whatever he is going to do in the future. Out of the three names, Drona, Bhishma, and Drona, Bhishma were already mentioned, right, in 26th chapter of 26th shloka of this chapter only. Jayadratha's name was not there in that category, right? We remember that Jayadratha's name was not there. Only Bhishma and Drona's name were given. So why Jayadratha's name was there in the category of Bhishma, Drona, Karna? They are great Maharathis. Why Jayadratha? Okay, we can understand Bhishma, Drona, and Karna. They were Maharathis. They were great warriors, great leaders also. Jayadratha was not as powerful as them. But the name of Jayadratha also Krishna added in this. Why? Because he had got a boon from Lord Shiva, that he will be able to stop all the Pandavas at once. And this Arjuna also, of course, mainly Arjuna. So here Krishna is naming Jayadratha also. So many of the generals on the side of Kauravas were undefeated you cannot defeat them. They are so great warriors. Like Jayadratha, as we said, he had a boon with that whoever caused his head to fall on the ground would have their head would instantly burst into pieces. That was the boon he got. Anybody would cut Jayadratha's head, and as soon as his head touches the ground, the other person's head would be burst into pieces. That is the boon he got from Lord Shiva. Karna had got a special boon. He got a special weapon called Shakti. He kept it for Arjuna only. He said, I'm going to take my revenge on Arjuna. So that he got it. So he just kept that weapon. That was a very, very special weapon. And if he would use it, Arjuna is gone. Dronacharya, he had received the knowledge of all the weapons and how to neutralize those weapons also from Lord Parshuram, who was none other than the avatar of God. Bhishma, we all know, he had a boon that he would die only whenever he would choose to do so. So, but you can see that if God wished them to die in the battle, nothing could save them. That's the beauty of it. So Lord Krishna is like, don't worry about all of these great warriors and all. Don't worry at all, Arjun. I have killed all of them. So there was one doubt which Arjun had in the first chapter 2, right? About 6 shloka around, about he was not very sure the doubt was uncertainty. He had said that na chetadvidma kataranno gariha yadva jayema yadivano jayeyu. He had said that. He was saying, I don't know, Krishna, I don't know. I don't know what is better, conquering them or being conquered by them, Krishna. It was so very uncertain. He was indecisive, right? He was thinking, will I be victorious? Should I fight? Should I not fight? What do I do? So here in this shloka, Krishna is giving them that confidence that you will be victorious. It's nothing to worry about. All of them, firstly, these four personalities that I am talking about, all of them will be killed. And along with them, all other great warriors also will be killed because I have already killed them. So now they are already killed. So you just go and fight. That's it. You just have to do. It's like a snake is killed already. For example, the snake, a poisonous snake was there. It was killed by the parents or somebody, and then the child is given the stick, and child goes and is hitting the snake again and again, the dead snake only, and he says, oh, I killed the snake, I killed the snake. Of course, we don't kill snakes. It's just an example I'm giving. That is exactly the situation of Arjun. Now Arjun is going to fight. What is he doing? Krishna has already done the job. Krishna says, I've already decided the outcome, but I want you to be the medium to finish this job or accomplish this job. And you should receive the glory of this whole conquest. You should get this reward. So that is what God is. God loves to glorify his devotees. That's his nature. So Lord Krishna does not want the credit to come to him. He wants, after the war, people should say, oh, Arjuna, the great warrior, he fought so valiantly, he got the victory for all the Pandavas. Whenever in spiritual life also, when aspirants get very much discouraged because when they are not able to remove this kama, krodha, moh, lobh, mad, matsarya, then what does Guru say? Guru encourages them. Do not get it. You fight, keep fighting, conquer the enemies of your mind. And God, if God grace will be there, you will be successful. Your efforts will be, try, keep doing your effort. God will look into it. So in this way, like Krishna also has asked Arjuna to fight, and he says, just execute my plan. That's it. He says, just follow what I'm trying to tell you. Remain nimitta matram, be my instrument in the hands. So now Krishna has spoken these three brilliant verses, right? So now Sanjay is going to enter the scene. So he is going to talk about the next speaker, and he's going to move the camera from Krishna to somebody else. That's Arjun. So it's Arjun's reaction upon hearing the Lord that he's saying, okay, you come on, you become, get up and fight. So let's see that in our upcoming verses. So that's section D. So let's see 35 to 40, Arjuna tremblingly prays, and Arjuna then begs forgiveness, and he fearfully requests Krishna to reveal his two-armed form as Supreme Personality of Godhead from 45 to 46. Let's see that. Sanjaya uvacha etachutva vachanam keshavasya kritanjalirvepamanah kiriti namaskritva bhuya eva krishnam sagadgadam bhitam pranamya. Hare Krishna. Yes, Krishna Prasad Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, O king, after hearing these words from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the trembling Arjuna offered obeisances with folded hands again and again. He fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna in a faltering voice as follows. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Lord Krishna has spoken the three verses, very, very strong verses. And hearing that, Sanjay is speaking something. So what is Sanjay saying? Sanjay Uvacha. Sanjay said to whom? The blind king, Dhritarashtra. Sanjay is able to see what is happening in the battlefield. Krishna spoke, and now looking at Arjuna's situation, Sanjay is speaking this particular verse. He says, Etat shrutva vachanam keshavasya. On hearing what Keshav is trying to tell, the words of Keshava, which is Krishna. So Arjuna, what did he do? Vepamana kiriti. Arjuna is trembling, completely, literally trembling. And Krita Anjali Namaskritva Bhuya, with folded Anjali, like this, he is folding his hand. Namaskritva Bhuya. Bhuya means again and again and again. Namaskritva with folded hands. What is he doing? obeisances, paying obeisances again and again and again. Who is he paying obeisances to? Eva aha Krishnam, also unto Krishna, now the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sagadam, he says, Sagada Gadam Bhita Bhita Pranamya. Sagad Gadam Bhita Bhita Pranamya. With a very faltering voice. Bhita, Bhita, Bhita. So he's very fearful also, and gad, he's having faltering. So Arjuna is speaking this. So basically, Arjuna is speaking in a faltering voice to Krishna, and Sanjay is giving this information to us. So Sanjay is acting like a cameraman over here. From Krishna's, the universal form, he's shifted the camera to Arjuna, and now he's giving us now he's going to give the mic also to Arjuna so that Arjuna can speak. So what is happening here? So very nice points, very little bit humorous also here when it comes to Vedic scriptures. These great personalities are speaking. They speak very few words, You can see that 4 lines and there's so much, but it's very, very apt for that particular situation. Like, for example, there's this word Kiriti has been used over here. Vepamana Kiriti. So Arjuna is referred as Kiriti over here. Kiriti is for Arjuna, means the crowned one. Now, what had happened was that he had once helped Indradev, to kill 2 demons. So Indra was very happy with him. Oh, out of that happiness and pleasure, Indra had placed a dazzling crown on his head. He got so pleased, and to see that he's such a great warrior. Arjuna is such a great warrior. He had so much power and skills. So he gave him this kiriti, and that is like a nice helmet, or what do you call a crown. So that particular crown which Indra gave, it was having a lot of celestial jewels. And from that day onwards, Arjuna got the name Kiriti. So in this verse, Sanjay is addressing Arjuna as Kiriti. But actually, Kiriti can be a symbol of monarchy also, right? As next, if you put a crown on somebody, is going to become the Raja. So maybe he's deliberately using it to hint that to Dhritarashtra that, okay, Kauravas will ultimately lose and they may, win the war. But before this Kiriti word, there is something called Vepamana. So Kiriti stands for a person who is very, very powerful, very brave, very bold, very confident. And here Vepamana is joined over there. Vepamana is trembling. So he's trembling. So same powerful person, same confident person who defeated dreadful demons, that person is struggling. That person is trembling. So we can imagine how much fear is there in the heart of Arjuna. Vepamana Kiriti. Kiriti and Vepamana are not going together, because Kiriti means a brave person who fought the demons, and Kiriti means somebody who's trembling. So you can imagine how much fear was there when he actually saw the universal form of the Lord. So that is the word Kiriti. So Arjuna became very much confused. He is completely in wonder and fear. So he started offering his obeisances to Krishna again and again and again in faltering voice, and began to pray, not as a friend, mind you, but as a devotee. He is completely in awe, reverence, wonder, fear. So Arjuna is folding his hands and praying, and repeated obeisances is giving. And then from here onwards, the set of prayers will start. So next sloka onwards, because he is completely in fear. So let's see his prayers. Arjuna uvacha sthane rishikesha tava prakirtya jagat priharshyat yanurajyate cha rakshamsi bhitani disho dravanti sarve namaskyanti cha siddha sangaha. Hare Krishna. Yes, Ravina Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid, and they flew here and there. All this is rightly done. Hare Krishna Mataji.
So this is a very wonderful section where Krishna spoke in the universal form. about the how the entire battlefield of Kurukshetra, everybody is going to be destroyed, and only Pandavas will live. And after that, Arjuna started talking, and the speech is not a normal speech. Whatever he is offering is prayers to the Lord, out of law, awe, reverence, respect, and very, very wonderful prayers, very important for all of us as well when we hear how humbly he is praying. So Arjuna is saying, Arjuna Uvacha, Arjuna said, what did he say? Sthane Rishikesha, rightly, O master of senses. Rishikesha is master of senses. So says, Jagat Prahashyati, means the whole world, the entire world is rejoicing. Jagat, the whole world, is Prahashyati. Prahashyati means all are rejoicing. When they hear what? Tava Prakirtya, your glories. Tava, it means you. Prakirtya is glories. They are hearing about you. What happens then? Anurajyate. And then he says, Sarve namasyanti satta siddha sangha. All the siddhas and all sanghas, all the respected human beings, all the perfected human beings, all are offering respects to you. Namasyanti. Rakshamsi bhitani dishadravanti. The demons, Rakshasas, they are all fleeing out of fear. Bhitani, dishadravanti. Dravanti is running away. And disha, all in all directions, they are just running, fleeing away in all directions. And the sages and all, they are offering obeisances to you. And such a beautiful thing. So in this way, Arjuna started his prayers, saying that anyone who hears about you, why will they not be happy? Why will they not be paying obeisances? And now I am saying, so Arjuna was able to make out, that so many Devi Devtas had come and so many demons are there and all are perfected human beings are there, perfected beings are there, sages are there, and they are all offering obeisances to the Lord. So he could see that, and he could also see that there were many demons who could not stand and they were fleeing away in all directions. Disha Dravanti. So in this verse and the coming verses, Arjuna is singing the praise of Lord Krishna, his glories from various perspectives. From he says the word sthane means it is very apt, It is but natural, Krishna. Everybody will be because people of a kingdom who, if they're people of the kingdom, they will definitely glorify their king. Why not? It's very natural. And those who have enmity towards the king and they are very scared, they will be fleeing away. They won't come in front of the king. It is very natural that the king's followers or his ministers, they are going to be faithful to him or devoted to him. It's very natural. So that is how how Arjuna is drawing parallel, to this, saying that it is just appropriate, no, that the whole world will glorify you, Lord. Demons will definitely be frightened of you. The saints will always be offering obeisances to you. It's but natural. And out of their natural fear of looking at the universal form, the demons, the atheists, they cannot stand. They have to just run away. What did they do? They fled. But when Krishna's treatment when it comes to devotees and the atheists is very much praised by Arjun. Whatever may happen, devotee will always glorify the Lord because he knows whatever Lord is going to do, Lord is going to do for good, everybody's good. That is why we say, whatever happens, happens for our good only. So desirable actions are equally good for all, right? Because Krishna blesses someone, okay, understood, he has blessed. That person is going to be very successful or be flourish or, if Krishna has blessed. But if Krishna kills someone, how to understand that something good is happening, right? So a very nice thing is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that when a person knowingly goes and touches the fire, what happens? He gets burnt. If a person goes unknowingly and touches the fire, what happens? His hand will also get burnt. So this one is Vastu Shakti, the inherent nature of the fire, that you can't help it. You put your hand knowingly, unknowingly, you are going to get burned. That's it. So that's the inherent nature of the fire is to burn. That's it. So inherent nature of Lord Krishna is to deliver people, to purify people. So knowingly, if someone does bhajan of Lord Krishna and devotion to Lord Krishna, that person will be purified. That's the inherent nature. We'll go back home or back to Godhead. But You know, when Krishna comes and personally kills somebody, since Krishna is doing that operation by his own hands, what will happen? That person will also get purified. He will also go back home, back to Godhead. That's how merciful the Lord is. Doesn't matter which category we belong to. Lord will surely purify us. But of course, as aspiring devotees of Lord Krishna, we have to render service in a favorable mood. Anukulyena Krishna Anushilanam. So we have to render service to the Lord in a very favorable mood as a devotee and not as a demon. But that's the inherent nature of Krishna. That's what I'm trying to tell. That inherent nature of Krishna is to purify the soul. That's it. So here Arjun, with lots of love and lot of devotion, he is glorifying Krishna. So let's see how he's going to pray further. Kasmacha tena nameran mahatman gariyase brahmanopyadhikartre ananta devesha jagannivasa tvamaksharam sat sattat param yat. Hare Krishna. Yes, Manoj Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. O great one, greater even than Brahma, you are the original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisances unto you? O limitless one, God of gods, refugee of the universe, you are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So Lord, Arjuna has taken the darshan of universal form of the Lord. He can't just stop himself from paying obeisances to the Lord or praying to the Lord. And now he started offering prayers, and we can see that we have seen the first verse of Arjuna, and let's see the second one. He says, Mahatman, Mahatman, great one, Gariyase Brahmane, Gariyase, who is better than Brahma? Api Adi Kartre, although you are the supreme Adi, you are the original, right? You are the original creator, he says. And then Kasmat Chatena, Nameran Mahatman. Mahatman is a great one. Kasmat Chatena, why not? Why should they not? Kasmat Chatena, why should they not? Isn't it proper that they should, offer obeisances? They should. Why should they not? He's questioning only. Kasmat Chatena. Why should they not offer obeisances? So now he's glorifying the God. He's saying, you are Ananta, unlimited. You are a Dev Isha. You are God of gods. You are Jagat Nivasa. You are the Jagat means the universe. Nivasa, you are giving shelter to the whole universe. You are the refuge of the whole universe. Tvam Aksharam. You are what? Imperishable. Aksharam, the Om. Sat Asat, Tat Param Yat. You are the cause of all causes, whether it is Sat or Asat or what, everything. You are Param. You are transcendental. Param means transcendental. So you are everything. And he is glorifying. Kasme Chatena. Why should they not, Namiran? Why should they not offer obeisances to you, O Mahatman? You are upper than, you are higher than Brahma also. You are Ananta, you are Devesha, you are Jagat Nivasa, you are Tamaksharam. So why should they not? So beautiful and philosophical prayer, which Arjuna is offering as such. These prayers, what of Arjuna, it is setting the right position of the Lord, for the ones who are reading this Bhagavad Gita and trying to grasp the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada, who is a great devotee of Lord Krishna, he commented on Shiva Purana. So in this, Lord Srila Prabhupada says in Shiva Purana, there was a question by Parvati Devi to Lord Shiva. So the question was, whose worship is best? So Lord Shiva had said, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. So my dear Parvati, of all the methods of worship, Vishnu's worship is the topmost. He is the most exalted. That's what he had told. So in this way, it's very, very clear that Devi Devtas also will be offering their obeisances. It's Kasmet Chatena. It's why should they not, to the Lord. So Arjuna is using, that is why Kasmat Chatena. Why should they not? Why should all living beings, not offer their humble respects to you, O Lord? You are the Devesha. You are the Ananta. You are the Jagat Nivasa. Why will they not do that? So specially is mentioning that he is greater than that secondary creator Brahma. Why? Because actually in this universe, Brahma is the senior most for us. All living beings are either Brahma's progeny or descendants of his progeny, right? But Brahma himself was born from lotus. that grew from Lord Vishnu's Nabhi. So, so he's an expansion, right? So Brahma is considered the senior most in this world, and Lord Krishna is Brahma's father. So it's very apt, right? Brahma will also bow down to him. That's why he said, "Oh Ananta Devesha Jagan Nivasa, limitless one, you are unlimited. Your, very mercifully comes to us. Lord comes to us in this world also as Archa Vigraha, deity form. So devotees also get chance to serve him. If God doesn't exist in deities, then how is he God? So God is all pervading. That is why he said, Ananta Devesha Jagat Nivasa, you are everywhere. And very mercifully he is appearing in form of deities also for us. So we sing the prayers to Krishna also, right? Hey Krishna, Karuna, Sindhu, Dina Bandhu, Jagatpate, Gopishe, Gopika, Kanta, Radha, Kanta, Namostate. We say this prayer. He is the friend of Dina Bandhu. Dina Bandhu, downtrodden. Most downtrodden also Krishna will be the friend. He is so very magnanimous, is always with us in form of Paramatma. So you can imagine. He is with Dina Bandhu also. So he is Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Very merciful. Very wonderfully, Arjuna is reciting the prayers and he is continuing in the same mood. Let's see that next one also. त्वमादिदेवः पुरुषः पुराण त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानं वेत्तासि वेद्यं च परं च धाम त्वया ततं विश्वम् अनन्तरूपम्. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You are the knower of everything and you are all that is knowable. You are the supreme refuge above the material modes, whose limitless form, this world cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Arjuna is glorifying. He is offering prayers to the Vishwaroop, whose darshan he has taken on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He is sitting on the chariot. And who is this universal form? Lord Sri Krishna himself. And understanding all this, Arjuna is offering prayers. So we have seen two prayers that he has done, two verses of his prayers. So let's see the third one. He says, Tvam Adi Deva. You are the Adi Deva, means original Deva, original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purusha Purana, you are the oldest personality. Then he says, Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam, you are the transcendental Vishwa, whole Vishwas, whole universes. You are giving shelter to the whole universe. You are Parama Nidhanam, means you are giving the shelter to the whole universe. Veta Asi Vedyam cha, you are the knower and you are the knowable. Vedyam also you are know everything. Param cha dhama, you are transcendental. Param means transcendental refuge, beyond these three modes of material nature. Param cha dhama, you are beyond all this, and you are Ananta Rupa. Again he's saying unlimited form. Last also he said Ananta Devesha Jagat Nivasa. Here also he's saying Ananta Rupa. Tvaya tatam vishwam, you are pervading the Vishwa, the universe, whole universe. It's very important to understand Krishna is the eternal resting place for everything, as Krishna told in chapter 7 also. He had said that shloka, Mattav parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhanam jaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. He had said that. He says that I am like an invisible thread and the entire universe rests on me. How? He gave the analogy also, as the pearls are strung on a thread. So he is the knower of everything. And in each atom he is there. So we might think that no one is seeing when I am doing this particular activity alone. No. Fact is, Krishna knows everything. In fact, the secret of the secrets that we have in our hearts and we are not disclosing to anyone at all. Krishna is laughing. He is like, I know. I know what you have in your heart. We can't hide anything from Krishna. He is the knower of everything. So he is Trikaldarshi as such. So he knows past, present, future. So Arjuna had this question in 4th chapter also, right? That, hey Krishna, how come you are saying that you gave this knowledge to Vivaswan millions of years ago? But you are my contemporary, right? Aren't you? Krishna is like, you forgot, Arjuna. Why will I forget? I am Supreme Personality of Godhead. I know everything. He says in chapter 4, Janma karma cha me devyam evam yo vedi tatvataha what was that? Evam yu Tektva deham punarjanma neti mameti. So Arjuna, he says, right? One who understands my transcendental appearance and activities, one who knows this, he will not come back. He will break the cycle of this janman, karma, everything, and he will not come back. No punarjanma for him in this mortal world. So Lord Krishna, Arjuna is addressing Lord Krishna as you are the divine Purusha Purana. You are the cause of all causes. So he's saying all this. Even, Lord Vishnu, he is also form of God. He is an expansion of Lord Krishna. But Krishna is not an expansion of any personality, right? He is Sarva Karana Karanam. Brahma also prays, right? Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. Even Brahma says like Ishvara Parama Krishna. So Lord Krishna is the original form of the Supreme Lord. He is Sachidananda Vigraha. He is full of knowledge, bliss, everything. Anadir Adi Govinda, he is the origin of all, but he is without any origin. That's what Brahma is saying. And Sarva Karana Karanam, he is the cause of all causes. So in this way, Arjuna very wholeheartedly is glorifying the Lord with so many words, plethora of words, and so much of respect, awe, reverence, and glorifying. It is saying that you are huge, you are unlimited, and he uses this word again and again, Ananta Rupa, you are unlimited, you are pervading. So we'll continue to experience what Arjuna is experiencing, the ecstasy in which, in the way he is giving these wonderful prayers next week onwards, from 39th shloka onwards. We'll do it next week. Hare Krishna.